Hello and welcome to Alice's Garden Plate. I help the garden community by sharing my knowledge on garden planning, preserving methods, and recipes to eliminate overwhelm. This is Sally. She's my supervisor. She makes sure there's some quality assurance around here. In today's episode, I'm going to be making enchilada sauce utilizing from the harvest a canned green tomato salsa that I made. In every recipe that I do, I try my absolute best to use fresh and preserved items. So therefore, when I'm planting my garden year round, it truly works out because it's all based by recipes.
Start the recipe by spraying avocado oil into your slow cooker so it prevents sticking. Place a little bit of the salsa into the bottom of the slow cooker, top with chicken, and then top again with the rest of the salsa. Pour a little broth, that way the chicken is completely submerged so it'll cook thoroughly in the 4 hours on high. Remove the chicken from the slow cooker so therefore it can be shredded. Pour the liquid that cooked the chicken from the slow cooker into a stock pot so therefore it can be reduced on the stove. Use an emulsifier or a blender to combine everything to make a smooth consistency for the liquid making the sauce. Shred the chicken very fine using some forks. Oh, hello, Sally. What you checking out there? Save 1 cup of vegetable broth and 1 tablespoon of potato starch. Add the rest of the broth to the pot. Simmer for a good 30 minutes to see how you're doing in reducing, and if it's not to the consistency you want, that's when you slowly add in the combination of that potato starch and broth. Cook for another 10 minutes. If you need to add more, do so. Pro tip, just before you're about to use your sauce, taste it, add Mexican seasoning so it's very potent. Pour into your shredded chicken. That way it flavors it very well and keeps it moist. Mix the sauce and finally shredded chicken till it's very well combined. Place a tortilla on a spare plate. Then place in the shredded chicken. To top the chicken, use some of the jalapeno slices. It'll add a nice crunch and a little touch of heat. Make sure the tortilla is well wrapped around the food, nice and tight. Then place into your casserole dish. The green tomato enchilada sauce goes right on top of the tortillas. Don't over soak them because you want the tortilla to crisp up when it's in the oven. Add some shredded cheese right on top, a good layer, but not too thick, because we're going to add a little bit of extra sauce to go on top of the cheese just to make it even more yummy. Just a light drizzle, as you can see. Then we're going to top with some jalapenos, just to add a nice flavor and a crunch on top. Another light layer of cheese. That way it melts on top of those peppers, surrounding them in a nice way. Then, from your harvest, a seasoning made from peppers that have been smoked and dried and dehydrated herbs, just to top it. Place the enchiladas into the oven and bake for 20 minutes, then broil so it's perfectly caramelized cheese.
If you enjoyed today's episode, click that like button so therefore the algorithm will work in your favor. By subscribing to the channel, you will be notified of new content. Thanks for viewing.